Okay, here we go. We're going to start working on our quote coffee mug project. By now you should know how to open Illustrator, so I've just got it open and ready to go. You can see in my files here, I've got a couple different examples. I've got those who have eyes should act like it in this font. I've got those who have eyes should act like it in this font. You can see the various differences between those. And I've got be the leader you wish you had. I also messed around with some logos and some names and made those the same way that I did these assignments here. I'm going to work on be the leader you wish you had, and I'm just going to start a brand new file. So we're going to go ahead and click new file. We need to do a new print file, so we click print over here, and then we're going to leave the orientation as landscape in inches. Now these numbers will change depending on your coffee cup size. So make sure you check with your instructor what those sizes should be. For this one, I'm going to pick 3x4. That's just the size of coffee mug that I have in the shop I'm working in right now. But again, it might be different, so just make sure that you're checking with your instructor first. Always portrait, always inches, and check the size. Okay, we're going to create this file. Might take a second. Here we go. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to save this. We've created our file. We know that this is the right size. We want to go to File. We want to save it to the Creative Cloud. And you're going to want to name it your first and last name and then the word quote. I'll go ahead and hit save. Now it's changed and it's to the cloud. Jeremy Campbell quote on the cloud. So now that we've got that set up there, we're going to go ahead and add our text. Click on text and then click anywhere on the screen, anywhere on your artboard here is fine. And then you can go ahead and type in your quote. Mine was be the leader you wish you had. This is important to make sure that we get all of our caps and stuff right. We want to make sure that we are getting everything we need. So I like leader capitalized and I like wish capitalized. I think that's going to be really, really nice because these two words are going to be my accent words, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So those are really important words, leader and wish. Be the leader you wish you had. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the selection tool, and now I'm going to just size it up just to make it a bit bigger. When I grab it in the corner like this, remember I can squish it, but Shift is going to keep that nice and solid, nice and scaled. Without Shift, I can squish it and I can distort my text. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it all nice and even. Just make it as big as you can here. That's good enough for our purposes right now. That will change later. So now that we've got our quote and we've sized it, we're going to change and select our font. So in order to do that, we need the selection tool. We need to select our quote, and then we're going to change the properties of our quote. And this in here is where we can see all of our fonts. These are all the fonts that we have in here. We can start scrolling through this, find a font that you like. I'm not going to be too picky for this. I'm going to pick this one. I like the script writing. I like the way this W comes over the wish part there. I'm going to adjust this later. I like this actually quite a bit. So I found that fairly quickly. That's nice. So that's my font. With this selected underneath the Properties tab, now I can scroll down and I can create outlines. So Properties tab, the very bottom on the right-hand side here, we're going to create outlines. This is going to just trace. You can see everything's been traced. You can see inside of here, Alt, roll the wheel forward for zoom. We've got these little texts here that are joined. This is joined. This is joined. That's all going to come in later, but it's all separate paths right now. It's very separate paths, which is very good. From here, we are going to ungroup all of that. So now I can actually move letters around individually here. So now that we have all of our stuff ungrouped and outlined, we can go down and start uniting each word. Now I want to make sure I'm uniting words that are connected. So I'm going to just draw a bounding box. Remember, we need the selection tool here. So I'm going to just draw a bounding box, and notice I just need to select just a little bit of what I'm trying to select. I can go like this, and now I have just BE. If I tried to select B like this, I'm going to get the T in this case. You can see here I've selected the T. You only need to select just a little bit of your selection and it'll take it all. So just keep that in mind when you're moving forward. It might be a little tricky to select the whole thing. You only need to, again, one last time, just draw a box, click and hold, and just touch the text that you're looking for. So each word is going to get united. So I'm going to select that, and then here underneath properties, unite. And you can see those two squares are connected. That means unite. So I'm going to click unite. Now when I click on this, I can move B around by itself. I'm going to do that here for the word the, select it, and unite it. I'm just going to move it out of the way. Leader, I like the way that leader looks. I'm going to select it and unite it. And I'm just going to move that out of the way. I like you altogether. I'm going to do that. Unite it. I'm just going to move it out of the way. Now wish, what I want to do with wish is I want to move this W. So I'm going to select just the W and I'm just going to use my arrow keys just to nudge it around. And I actually want a fair distance between my I and my W in this case. Like that there. We can adjust this later. I'm going to just go ahead and unite all of this. I like what this is going to look like. So I'm going to unite this like that. There's the wish. You, another word, unite, and had, unite. I think I missed the A on that one. So let's click on this, move this around. Yeah, I did miss the A. So Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. That's going to step me back. U looks good. Let's try that one more time. Unite. U, that's good. And now I'm going to do this. There, I've selected all of that now, so I can go ahead and click that. Great, so now it's all separated here, and we're going to now arrange it in the way that we want. Alt on the keyboard, zoom out, space bar, move my mouse over there. So let's start with be the. So I'm going to move the out of the way. Be the. So I'm going to make B just a little bit bigger. I'm going to put the kind of like this. I actually don't like B is bigger. I'm going to Control Z to back up, and I'm actually going to start with leader. Move the wish down here. Move the U. Move the U. I'm going to start with leader. I'm going to make this big. Grab it from the corner, hold shift, keep it nice and big. And I want to rotate this even. You can see here when I select this, in the bottom corner here, I can get that little rotating arrow. So this is a handle I can grab, go side to side. This is a handle I can grab, go diagonally. This one here is a handle I can grab and I can rotate this. So I'm going to put leader just on a slight angle like that. I like that. I like that spot. Now I can make B just a little bit bigger. Put leader underneath it, just like that. And I'm going to move the word the kind of over here like that. Be the leader. I like that a lot. The, I'm going to select, I'm just going to nudge it over just a little bit, just to be a little closer to B, just to make that make sense. I like the way that looks so far. Maybe I'm going to make the leader just a bit bigger. This is where you get to play. This is where you get to explore the program and just take your time and get your design the way that you want it. I think I'm going to start centering my design here. So watch my blue snap lines like that. I'm going to move B and the down. can see sometimes it's difficult to get everything selected and moved, so just be patient. I feel like the way that I have this started, I'm going to rotate this a bit too. Just like that. This is the part where I'm just playing, I'm just getting my stuff down. You can see how this works. I'm just playing with this. To save you from all of me playing around with this, getting this right, I'm just going to stop the video here. When you get your letters and words arranged, be sure to save it. File, save. We always have to save. No matter what happens, this program needs to be saved. File, save, just like that. Keep saving often and regularly. When you come back, all of my letters will be arranged. Just keep following those steps, and I'll see you in the next video.